We could put a backbeat behind that. Like
No, we cannot.
Why can't we?
Because I won't allow it.
Oh, what?
Fuck bitches. Fuck money. Fuck the aristocracy. Love only God. Okay, I guess we can.
Boom. Yo. Hey, it's episode 31 of the Wills Blues podcast. How's everybody doing today?
Would have been better if you didn't do the intro.
Pretty fucking good, Wheels. I love it when you do the intro.
I didn't do the intro. Your intro was your fucking voice, as always.
Can I get an amen? There it is. I'm doing pretty good, glorious leader. Thanks for asking.
Well, you know.
Thanks for your growing concern for your disciples.
That's what I do.
What did I say earlier? I'm not 2019 good, but I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Like 2016, good?
That would be really good. Those were the days, huh? The fucking, you remember back in the summer of 16? When we were fucking out and about? Huh? Hand sanitizer. Yeah. Cough, cough, cough. It's over now, man. Yeah. It's over.
You miss all those bar stars spitting in your mouth.
I miss what do they call particles?
If they're making eye contact when they spit in your mouth, it's all right.
I miss being carefree about...
Doesn't it depend on who it is? Sorry.
I was going to say, I miss being carefree about touching things that other people have touched. Yeah. You know, I miss picking something up in the alley and going, huh, and then putting it down and not immediately going, hey, do you have any hand sanitizer?
Going to the grocery store shouldn't be like trying to spell out Jehovah if you're Indiana Jones. Am I right?
Yes, you're correct. You're correct. Yes.
I don't understand the reference. Can I get a reference check?
The Penitent Man. It's from the mid '80s release.
Reference check.
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
And the Last Crusade.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Starring Sean Connery and Harrison Ford.
Ooh. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Sean Connery was the star of that movie, sir.
I would say he was.
Yeah. Okay.
I would say he was.
What would you say the minute marker is of that quote?
I would say that is about, because it's late.
Okay.
I would say about 83 minutes in.
Okay.
Fact check, shoot one.
And context?
Context. That you may lose your life by simply grabbing the wrong item.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see.
That's relevant.
I'm at Eric Delaware, score 83, everybody. How the hell are you?
I'm at Tin Can Blues, and thanks for joining us for 31.
That was like fucking Independence Day, where like the aliens got data by the fucking neck. It is like...
Who the fuck are these other yahoos around here?
And I'm at Skweeed. Had something else there, but it's gone. Hi.
And I'm at Mighty Wheels, and I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
You know.
It's just my face.
Wait.
I can't change the face. I can tap the voice.
That's just my voice.
Oh, shit.
I can't change the face.
You can.
Not without lots of money.
Well,
Okay, that's not true.
you need to learn the word coercion.
What?
You need to start coercing people into doing it.
I coerced you guys into a podcast.
You certainly did. So there you go.
There
Yeah,
you
he's
go.
pretty good at it. There you go.
You're capable.
That's not fair.
Somewhat.
Look at us now.
I do get people to give me money for just being in a wheelchair. So maybe I am really good at coercing people.
Just pay me to sit down all day. It'll be great.
Yeah, you owe me a nickel.
I was going to say, was it those 2 tours in Afghanistan or something? Or what's the story this week?
No, I don't have a story this week. No.
How was school this week?
It's busy. I've got like 4 book reports due in the next like 2 weeks.
Fuck.
I got so much work.
Can
I have
you
to read
even
like 10
read?
books. I have to read like 10 books in the next month and a half.
Fuck.
Yeah, so
Are they good books though? Like, what kind of books?
I have to read 4 sociology books, a art history book, and a archaeology book.
it's only if only the liberal arts paid money after university.
I'm gonna make money on a podcast. # Justin wants a yacht.
Oh yeah.
How's that hashtag doing?
We can try it. I mean, maybe it'll help.
Not well.
Maybe it'll help.
Yeah. Facebook.
We never tried.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. # Justin wants a yacht.
Fucking, he's got big
I guess
dreams.
for me it would be hashtag I'll settle for a schooner.
I'd settle for, universal base income.
Oh,
Let's be realistic here.
I know, right? $40 million yachts, more conceivable, I suppose.
And I'd settle for 1,500 listens.
I don't want.
We're already there. We've already got
Oh, you don't say.
we've got 1,600 listens.
Wow.
Wow.
See what you did there.
Yeah,
That
wow.
that's good. That's
was
good.
a thing, I
Holy
guess.
shit.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, everybody.
Fantastic. Let's make it 2,000. Come on.
Or not.
You're a pretty fucking negative,
2,000 by
Nelly.
October, peoples. 2,000 by October.
That's a tall order, bud.
Yeah, no, I have faith in our listeners.
Isn't that that's like one more pod after this?
Yeah,
I
if
have
there's like, you
faith in our listeners.
think in one more pod we're gonna get 400 listens?
Maybe you don't know.
I know.
I'm pretty sure. Just the odds are, man.
And it's two.
Unless they-
It's two more pods.
Two
Now
more
that,
pods.
now
But
that
what-
John Johnson has found the YouTube, I'm sure those numbers are gonna fucking skyrocket.
Well, the
That's
YouTube
right.
numbers did actually skyrocket.
Yeah, see,
Yeah?
It's the highest that last one was our highest.
I
view.
think YouTube's gonna get us up there. Yeah, more people probably listen on YouTube than
Yeah, it'd be great if we could film
podcasts
it.
like Apple or-
film
yeah.
us. You know.
Well,
Bro, you fucking looking at me, God?
what do we got on the docket today?
Oh
there,
man, we
boss?
got gaming
Yeah,
stuff.
what's going on, director?
We're
Come on now.
gaming. We're gaming today.
Are we nice?
Fuck.
I've pretty much got PS5 stuff and then a little quip.
Well, should we talk prices first here?
I think maybe that's the big. I think we should talk prices.
Our resident video game expert will lead this conversation.
Resident Evil video game expert.
Dude, they did drop a second trailer for Resident
Ah,
Evil
I
Village.
fucking knew it.
Justin saw me fucking scoot to the fucking edge of my seat when I was like, I thought this was coming to Tokyo Game Show.
He did. He got very excited.
Wow.
I felt really happy for him.
Wow.
Yep.
You're a good friend.
I know.
Yeah, well,
First, I'd be
hopefully
like,
I'll be.
get the fuck away, Sid. Jesus Christ.
Hopefully I'll be.
Put it in your
No,
pants.
I didn't scoot to his seat.
Oh.
I scooted to the edge of my
That's
own.
it's not like he sat
Oh.
on my lap.
I thought he was at your house.
he
I
wasn't there.
was.
I mean, the studio.
They know it's a house. Come on,
The studio? Oh, yeah, yeah.
it's a house. I live in the studio.
It's not a fucking house.
I'm not allowed to go anywhere. I
Yeah.
live in the studio.
Live in the studio?
Yes.
And it's not a house. It's not a house.
The studio.
I live in the apartment studio.
Apartment
slash
needs a yacht.
studio.
You're making it sound like you're an odd caretaker.
Like there's
I
a
live in-
boiler. You sleep next to the boiler.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
military cot.
A couple of pumps
Groundskeeper
just going away.
Justin.
The way we get all bobbed by the end of the night, I kind of feel like a caretaker sometimes.
Anyways,
Yeah, so the price.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, I was kind of surprised that Sony matched the prices. They'd be stupid not to, realistically.
Yeah.
But I kind of think that the Xbox Series S thing being the discless PS5 only being $100 more than a downgraded system, like that is a PS5. It is the same as the disc drive, only without a disc drive, is only $100 more than like the penny pincher Xbox. I kind of feel that the price battle at least is a little more balanced. Prior to that, I was like, "There's no way Sony's going to come out on top in the price war," but fucking putting an extra $100 down and getting a full blown next gen console
Yeah.
as opposed to like the equivalent of it's not the equivalent of, but like a partial step up, like the PS4 Pro or the Xbox Series.
Whatever
The
the fuck
Xbox One X or whatever the hell.
So whenever they go back to like this, Microsoft's going to come around eventually. Like the next one after this is just going to call it Xbox.
But
You know, and
one-
that's it. And they're like, well, which?
They already did that.
yeah, the Series X, Series S thing makes more sense than any other naming convention they've had. But
I
I,
didn't
do
mind the
appreciate the
360 stuff.
simplicity of the PlayStation 2, 3, 4, and they even used 4, which is like a fucking
Yeah, simple.
what do you call it? A superstitious number in Japan.
Okay. Well, I just mean like I remember Apple. They had like iPad 1, iPad 2, iPad 3, and then they came out with an iPad
Max
4.
thin
No, they were
wing.
they were just like, and we're just calling it iPad. I'm like, well, it's not like the iPad was the first one. You can't just call it iPad.
You can do whatever you want.
I guess so. They can do a $1 trillion company.
I've got like a Samsung 10, and Shannon just got the next one, and it's a 20, and I was like, well, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, like, so you think Microsoft? So it's Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox. What the fuck is this one? Xbox One. Then what was the upgraded one?
The One S or the One X.
Yeah, the One X,
got
and then
the S was
Xbox
the-
One X.
And that
and
was
then-
the Series X. Well,
Holy
I think
fuck.
I think now they're just trying to create a platform. You know, like this is the console. It's going to be the Series X.
Like
yeah,
X1,
maybe
X2,
they're kind of feeling
X3.
that this is the end of a console generation, like the console.
Do you think they'll
kinda
change the
thing.
name from Xbox? Probably not. That's a pretty big
No.
brand
It is.
recognition.
It is.
But like,
But-
you know, so Sony's keeps it saying like PS5. We're getting the PS5. I know it's the 5th one. It's, you know, I know it's the newest one. I know of no PS6, so it must be the newest one. Xbox Series X. You like, I could go on a website and someone could be like, "Yeah, here's your Xbox One Series X," and I'd be like, "That's the new one." And then, but no,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
like,
Why is there so much dust on the box?
yeah, what the fuck's going on here? Like, so yeah,
Well, I reckon around Christmas time, where kids wanted the Xbox One, the parents were confused, going like, "You have the you knew the new Xbox? No, the one,
yeah, the Xbox
the
One.
first one. I want the first Xbox."
Yeah,
This
that's
shit that
exactly what
worries
I
me,
mean.
because that's shit that I'm going to do when, God help me, what I'm going to be buying for Tommy if he's.
I
into
doubt
video
it.
games.
I doubt it because you're gonna be probably like the rest of us, and like you will already have the system.
Yeah,
It's not
this is
gonna
very
be.
true. This
It's
is
not
very
gonna be
true.
like the '90s when your
You think
parents
he's
are like
still gonna be playing video
when
games
everything
like
was
70?
Nintendo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be that guy in the old folks' home with like a keg and a
Right.
fucking PlayStation
No,
fucking
no,
9.
you're not. You're
Very
gonna
true.
knit. You're gonna knit and eat pudding.
I've never knit in my life.
You
Fuck,
will
yeah,
when you're
I
like
agree on the pudding, but why wouldn't you still game?
Yeah, I would. I'm gonna be like, whenever I go into like an old folks' home, I'm like, what the fucking where's like if I was all these dudes hanging around, I'd be like cranking beers with them. You know, who's got the beers? You know.
I feel like you probably aren't allowed to do that. Also.
Yeah, but you're old, so fuck off. I'm gonna do it anyway. What are you gonna do? Kick me out of the old folks' home?
Maybe they might kick you out for being a
Nobody's got a
belligerent
heart that
asshole.
cold.
I do have a question though about the so Simpson on the Facebook page. Sorry to break that fucking tangent up there.
Yeah, that's okay. It was valuable shit. I'm sad we're missing out.
So he was talking about he's saying that he likes the exclusive games better on the Xbox. What
I don't know what exclusive games.
Like,
Yeah.
so
Right,
which,
like,
like,
what
what
is-
is there something that Xbox has besides Halo that maybe the casual gamer
What that
like,
Halo that everyone was disappointed in, and then it's now delayed for like a year. Damn, fuck, that sucks, doesn't it?
What other game do you think, or maybe you might know?
Gears of War, but who
Gears of
knows
War
when
and
that's
Fable.
ever
Gears of
coming
War?
out.
Is that really the only exclusive game that he could be talking about?
Well, for him, yeah.
Okay, because he probably plays like NHL and shit like that.
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
well,
those are- yeah.
most games are pretty fucking multi-platform, right? I don't understand where he's going. The Xbox exclusive Forza, like, fuck, whatever.
So you read his comments, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I went on Facebook for the first time in like a month the other night.
I remember the last Xbox had that Sunset Overdrive game, and that looked really fucking
Yeah,
cool.
well,
and there was no way to
fucking-
get that unless you were on playing Xbox.
Okay, so there's a weird thing about the ownership of that IP because it's owned by Sony because it's an Insomniac game, but that game's rights, I think, are still owned by Microsoft. So there'll never be a Sunset Overdrive, but they could make a sequel. I think
I know it
don't
came
know.
out on PC though too.
I
so.
don't know the deals about that, so I could be wrong.
But yeah, like I don't know. Like what even exclusives are for Sony?
God of War,
Okay.
Horizon,
Zero
Zero Dawn. We've got we've got our first party studios are awesome, like Insomniac. So the Spider-Man game, Miles
okay.
Morales, Sucker Punch.
I mean
So
that
whatever they're gonna put out next, like the Sony exclusive library is, it's big, and it's more impressive than the Xbox. And I'm not saying that with any sort of bias. I just feel like the PlayStation ecosystem has more exclusivity, and aside from that, like the games are powerful, narrative driven, beautiful. A lot of third person action games, which is kind of feeling like old hat. Like they don't have a lot of shooters or anything, but
that Spider-Man game would probably be enough to sell me on. Like if I couldn't make a choice between the systems, like the first Spider-Man that Insomniac made was fantastic.
yeah, absolutely. And Miles Morales looks amazing. I
Yeah.
can't believe all these fucking naysayers who are like, oh, it doesn't look that good. And it's like, dude, it took 7 years to get to the graphical fidelity that the PS4 has. It's not. Wow. It's you get the next generation. It's not just going to be instantaneously fucking 100,000 times better. We fucking jumped into like the polygonal gaming sphere with like PS1 and the 64. It was like, holy fuck, this is possible. And there were 3D games on the SNES and the Genesis and shit, but they were trite.
Yeah.
But you know, and then the PS1 to the PS2, and they mastered. Okay, we've got it. We understand how like fucking to assemble these polygons to, you know, render environments and shit better. And like I was playing Tenchu on PS1 the other night, and I was like, oh my god, I can't play this. Like the draw distance is about 10 feet, and that's just blackness. And then guys can see you in that blackness, but you can't fucking see them because of draw distance.
Right.
So going to the PS2 was significant. The PS3, I feel like I remember playing that because our Tyson and I's buddy Nige got one, and we were playing MotorStorm, and it was like, holy fuck, that's impressive. But it's the draw distance and the amount of activity happening on screen. And, you know, PS4 was like, oh well, yeah, it's good, but you know, you play The Last of Us. That was like a end of the PS3 generation. It looked fucking incredible, and I played it recently on PS3, and it still looks incredible. You know, Dead Space games look great on PS3. You know, they'd look better on PS4, but I don't think they'd look a hell of a lot better. People that are complaining about this fucking launch, look at Demon Souls, and tell me that could be a PS4 game. Look at Ratchet and Clank and tell me that could be a PS4 game. I think that's the most impressive PS5's game.
Ratchet and Clank looks so.
Dude, the draw distance is crazy. There's this city where there's so many mechanical moving parts off in the distance forever. And it's all fucking happening, and then you're fucking warping from spot to spot.
That warping
and
is crazy.
everywhere.
I don't even know how they do that.
But even like the Devil May Cry 5 special edition trailer of the event there, it was like, fuck, you know, Devil May Cry 5 looks amazing. The RE engine that Capcom has is fucking beautiful. Like, they make beautiful games on the PS4. The PS5's only going to be better. And Devil May Cry 5 looks just as good on the PS5. It doesn't look incredibly better, but then there's 3 times more enemies on screen, like 3 times, and it's beautiful looking. Like, I don't know, man. Everyone's that's.
I wish we had like an Xbox user, like that we could like in at least one of us. We're all PS users,
know what?
right? Because
Justin and I both spent time with the 360 during the PS3 era because we were both like, this is fucking stupid, you know. And I have nothing bad to say about Xbox aside from the difficulty I've had trying to get into my account. And I've literally, like, Justin gave me his Xbox, so I was like, maybe my Xbox is fucked. And they just keep locking me out of my fucking Microsoft account. And, you know, so fuck them for that. But
it's their fucking controller.
Yeah, I don't
What's up with that goddamn joystick, man? Fix your joystick in the wrong spot.
I don't like the Xbox controller.
Fucking idiots.
And what, like, fucking Simpson was saying shit about that controller, too. He's like, I just like it better.
Yeah, he said it was so squished together. And I'm like,
I actually
dude,
like that controller
hands.
better than PS3.
Do you?
really?
I did like that.
Okay,
yeah.
the PS3 controller
dude.
was, like, unnaturally tiny. The PS3 controller is
But I mean, it's
small,
so
and
like for me, so. And I'll admit, like I haven't gotten it. Like, I mean, I've always played like video games, but it hasn't. It's been like about the last year where I've like, you know, gotten into like what studio does what and what to expect from certain studios and blah blah blah. But that, dude, I swear to God, like picking up an Xbox controller is like. It's like trying to. It's like you have a calculator and a fucking abacus.
The only thing,
you know what I mean?
I think like the 360 did better. The triggers, the L2 and R2, the left and right triggers. I like the trigger, and like the little buttons.
Yeah.
And they remedied that with the PS4 controller. I like it. The only thing I don't like about it is if I'm using it to watch a movie and I set my controller down on something.
Oh
soft.
yeah, that thing's gonna fast forward.
Yeah,
that thing's gonna totally fast forward. You're like,
But like,
fuck, like
you know, with the advent of smart TVs, who the fuck's streaming on the goddamn console anymore?
yeah.
Dude, we'll fix you up.
Okay, thank you. Thanks. I want to learn.
You just got to get the wife into a position where she'll agree to buy a $1,000 TV.
Well,
It worked for me, and I still don't understand how.
we're gonna get there. I'm hoping maybe with the way COVID's going, maybe we'll just end up selling Tom or something.
No, fine, man. It's
no,
gonna cost you money.
no.
But 4K is gonna cost you money, but only once.
Inga and I made a deal, and I think I came out ahead there. She was like, well, you buy the new TV, and I'll buy Bruce's hearing aids. And I was like, wow, that's a good deal.
Yeah, she's got what, fucking 12 more years of buying those things?
Yeah.
So you get like 2 more TVs.
Exactly. I get 2 more TVs.
It's all good.
That was interesting.
Maybe that's the aliens.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I just can't. I don't know what Dylan's saying. It must be God of War or God of War. The Gears of War.
Yeah.
Like that must be what he's talking about because the last couple of Halo games haven't been very good from what I've gathered. Anyway, I've never really been a big Halo fan, but
Halo, the first Halo on the Xbox One.
and Dukowich, I'm fucking disappointed
So
in you.
like
what did Dukowich say? What the fuck?
He's all about the Xbox.
I know he is.
He
He's
confessed
yeah.
himself.
It was fairly divided.
Oh,
On,
dude.
And well,
Because the
and then
Harry
Corey
Potter game
Larson
was
coming out of left field with the fucking PC, of course.
Yeah,
said
well, la-di-da.
Corey Larson.
Yeah, no, I'm on board there.
Yeah, you're on board. Well, yeah.
I am. My
See, you're those fucking guys that hate in Call of Duty where your fucking shit's moving so fucking fast because you're using like a fucking mouse.
yeah.
And the
That's-
fucking
Well, it's because it's a
like
superior.
WS fucking
Yeah, it's
D fucking.
it's a superior controller scheme for a shooter like that. It is.
You know, if
But for a racing game, it's
Counter-Strike,
shit.
Counter-Strike,
you know?
I used to murder in Counter-Strike using that, and it's, you're like, bah, 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 like, you're so fast. And now, like, because of the cross-platform shit, I know that when I'm getting torched, it's a fucking PC guy because you see the kill cam and it's like, there's no way.
I don't know if the PS4 supports mouse and keyboard, but even the PS2, you could play mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, but that's, no, I
Dude,
need to,
you could mouse and keyboard on PS2 though.
but I need the controller.
Yeah, I know, I get it. I'm
I
with you on
swear-
that. I'm with you on that. I don't like the mouse thing.
I
If I
can't.
was at a fancy Eyes Wide Shut party, I'd mouse and keyboard.
I
Dude, I
can't
do all sorts of
play.
things there.
I can't play like Grand Theft Auto with a mouse and keyboard. It has to be because I'm so used
Yeah.
to it. It has to be a
Yeah.
controller. But a first-person shooter or most PC games, Skyrim, Morrowind, anything like that, I play on PC and it's perfect. But driving, like a driving game, is the shits.
So
Anything
actually,
like that,
sorry.
no, just that's pretty much it.
Garten was saying that he says the hardware inside the Xbox X series is supposed to be better than the new PlayStation.
It's really irrelevant. I feel like with the weird differing. There was an analogy. I can't recall it. I wanted to bring up a bunch of things for this, but I had a busy day at work again. But like, I'm not even going to try to explain it. They're just different power.
And isn't there like a
There's like a more
proprietary
consistent-
hard drive for Sony? Like they've made their own
Yeah, but
hard
like
drive.
what happened with the goddamn Toshiba Blue Cell shit for the PS3,
I don't know.
right? Like it was amazing and awesome, but you can't emulate those games. Like people with fucking balls to the wall maxed out PCs still can't run a proper PS3 emulator because of that fucking blue chip technology. And it's the same reason you can't fucking download a PS3 game on PS Now on your PS4 and play it. You have to stream it because stupid ass fucking proprietary shit. And that's kind of a bullshit thing anyway, in my opinion. Like, I've got a Vita. I wanted a 64 gig card. I spent $130 on that goddamn thing because you can't just get a fucking card. and
normal
put it in.
memory card. Yeah,
Exactly.
I
And it
know.
was
It's the
with
same fucking
It
problem.
was the same thing with the PUSPA. Like, come on. This proprietary shit, I get it because you want to be like, hey, motherfuckers,
spend your
want
money here. Yeah.
bank. But like, you couldn't even. I had to import a 64 gig card.
Yeah, I bought an 8 gig card and it was like,
Dude, you get like
it was expensive as all hell.
Yeah, because my Vita was like a Borderlands 2 Vita. It came with the 8 gig card. Borderlands 2 was like 6.2 gigs. I was like, sweet, I can put nothing else on that.
So one game. Yeah, that's what on my Vita right now. I gotta keep hucking games off and putting new games on.
It was worth buying a 64 gig card.
Yeah, I should.
Just because I've got a heap of games. So
I could put all my because I bought all those Final Fantasies, like the PS1 Final Fantasies. I can only put like one of them on at a time because I got Hotline Miami on there and stuff. So
yeah, see, I've got like both Hotline Miamis on that.
we should probably continue that too. By the way,
do need
one of
to.
these days.
What say you, sir?
About the PS5 and the Xbox. I'm not as up on the technical aspects,
Nothing
but
wrong.
I do feel like the PS5 is a better deal. But I do think the pricing of the Xbox, I would kind of disagree. I think that they might win just because they have the subscription, like the installment plans.
installment
I think
plan
that's a
is
good
good.
idea, and I feel like a lot of people would choose that option, especially now in the end times. Especially now in the end times, and it would just
Yeah.
it'd be more affordable.
Absolutely. Like, there's a part of me that wants to do a payment plan just because they fucking bought goddamn Ninja Theory. And I want to play the next Hellblade because that game was fucking beautiful and amazing and a wonderful experience. And now it's owned by Microsoft. But you know what? You're also going to see a few games on Microsoft that are going to say Sony Studios or PlayStation Studios on them, like MLB The Show. That's going to be on Xbox.
Is that a PlayStation Studios game?
It's, yes.
Yeah, it's a Sony game.
They don't own the MLB, but they own that like they own that IP. It's developed by a Sony-owned like first-party studio. But I think the MLB was like, we're gonna pull our fucking deal if we don't go multi-platform, and Sony's like, okay, all right, well, we'll go multi-platform, and then everyone who buys that game on Xbox is gonna be PlayStation Studios.
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Can I put my official verdict of what I think about the Xbox PC? Yeah.
Yes.
Please do.
PSPC. What?
That's not enough underscores for me, man. Fuck Xbox.
Nice. Nice. Well done. Nice. So
Yeah,
no to the Xbox?
No.
Deal.
Fuck no, dude.
But like
I got a payment plan for fucking buying this shit. It's called put some fucking little bit of money in a box under your bed. And then when you have enough, you crack that shit open and you go skip to the store and you fucking buy it.
What about emergencies?
Is your opinion?
fuck emergencies.
Fair enough.
Is your opinion this of the Xbox?
Fuck bitches.
Xbox.
Fuck money.
Xbox.
Fuck the
Xbox.
aristocracy. Love only the pod.
Is that your motto?
Can I get an amen?
I suppose
it is,
so,
all
but
right.
like, I don't know. Man, I've just been a PlayStation gamer for every generation.
Yeah,
And once the
yeah.
PS3 got cheap, I bought one of those too.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
was like, Xbox is fine, but I want my PlayStation.
I'm a PlayStation guy too. That's
I want my PlayStation.
Will be.
PlayStation. I want
But
my PlayStation.
you know what? I will say, like that fucking event was good. The issue that I have is they didn't announce when there was going to be a fucking pre-sale. And the whole like lottery to win a pre-sale thing, directly from the Sony store was like Friday was when emails went out. And then even fucking that snide bitch Walmart was like, shh, and then posted a Twitter feed going, pre-sales are live.
Who fucking does that?
And it's just like, well, every
Walmart
fuck-
does, I guess.
Walmart did it.
Did they all do it? Yeah.
Game.com, which is like a UK thing, did it. Fucking Amazon didn't do it, but then when they did put them up, they were fucking gone.
Yeah.
Target did it, like a bunch of places did it, and Sony was like, "Don't worry, it won't just come out of nowhere." And then fucking like I got an email from Best Buy at 5:40 saying PS5 pre-orders are live, and I was like, "Well, I was working at a place where I didn't have cell service, and I was just like, get back to town." I'm like, "When do you fucking mean they're live?" Like they didn't. Who the fuck does a live event and goes, "Hey, by the way, buy it now or die," because like they all sold out, and now I'm worried because like, you know, there's a dude I follow on Twitter that had his pre-order from Amazon. He got an email going, "Due to demand, your order might not be valid," and like I pre-ordered my I got a pre-order PS5 from Walmart, and you know I got an order confirmation. But I'm kind of worried if that actually fucking matters.
I was getting.
Did you both
'Cause
order as well?
No,
No.
I'm the,
No,
I'm the-
God,
no,
I'm
no,
the
no,
only
no.
No,
person.
I'm waiting till that goes down to like $500 Canadian, then I'll pick it up.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So, like,
I mean,
a year or two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
well,
live
and
vicariously through you.
There's
Yeah.
still, you know what? I got a PS1 pretty early in the life cycle. Like I didn't have the DualShocks yet, but I didn't pay for that. I was a fucking kid. That was my grandma. My PS2, I saved up a fucking goddamn paper route money for a long time, and I got it about 6 months after launch, and it was $500, and it was like, oh fucking Jesus Christ! But I had it on layaway because, you know, money's not safe at home.
Paper routes or
But then, like,
Not
you
the
know, the
most
PS3
lucrative.
thing, right? Like, I didn't get one of those because it was so expensive.
yeah.
PS4, I bought when I got back from the island because I was like, wow, my life is a shambles.
Better buy PS4. Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, I'm pretty pumped. Like, this is the first pre-order I've ever done on a console. I'm super excited, and I'm going to be choked if it doesn't work out. And I'm already choked that the game I wanted isn't available, but hey, you know what? Whatever.
Are you
It's gonna be
choked
sweet.
that some of the exclusives are not exclusive?
You
now?
know what? I am, because just Sony touted this whole it's a generation thing.
Yeah.
We're not going to do this Xbox thing where you can just upgrade. Some publishers or developers or whatever will do that, but we're not going to be a part of that. And then they go, hey, every launch title is going to be available. Horizon Zero Dawn 2, The Forbidden West, that comes out next year, is going to be cross-platform. And you know, I know that game's going to be probably developed on the PS5, but it kind of detracts from the point.
Yeah.
Like now I'm getting that. I'm like, wait, so I can play that new Spider-Man game on my PS4, and I know it's not gonna lights and like the fidelity of the graphics, whatever, isn't gonna be as fucking awesome. But I could also just get that for, I don't know if it's gonna be $10 less, because I read an article the other day where people are like, oh, they lied about the fucking cost and the hike in price. It's like, no. Everyone has speculated games are going to cost more.
Yeah.
It's not that fucking weird that games are more expensive. Like, let's be real. The fact that it took 6 years or 7 years to do Red Dead 2 and it was $80 is kind of surprising.
Yeah.
Well, and isn't like with inflation, pretty much games have not increased.
No, exactly. Well, no,
know?
like legit fucking Nintendo games were $70, $80.
Yeah, so like it's
Like, it's
games
not-
haven't gone up.
No.
The systems really haven't either. Like
Exactly.
Like,
But in the 80s, you were making $250 an hour, and now you're making minimum 17 or 16 or whatever the
whatever.
hell it is in this province. And games are still the same price.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah, no, it sucks that games media is so huge and on such a gigantic scale globally that prices are going up. But like,
it's not that. Like I mean, you get what you pay for though.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
That's what
Like,
you're getting.
I pre-ordered this thing going, fuck, like that's a bit of a dent on the credit card, but
Yeah, but you're getting what you pay for.
Uh,
It's not like
exactly.
you're buying like some shitty fucking knockoff bullshit. You're buying a proper game system that's going to be supported. I mean, so when did PS4 come out? Like 2014 ish, somewhere around there.
13?
2013, 2014, somewhere
I
there.
feel like it's been 7
it's
years.
about
that
7
Yeah,
years.
so
now.
6 or 7 years it's been. So yeah, you got a system for 6 or 7 years. They'll probably have like in 4 years come out with like a PS5 Pro or some shit like that.
Final Fantasy 7 on the goddamn PS1 was $90 because it was
yeah.
3 discs.
Yeah.
When that came out, that was $90. I remember
That was the
buying
most
a Japanese
expensive
import.
game, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, but I remember that Final Fantasy 8 wasn't that much, though. I think it was probably $70, $80.
that was 4 discs.
And that was 4 discs, but it was, different time. It was cheaper to manufacture that shit. But, like I remember buying Robot Alchemic Drive, which I wish I could fucking get a copy of that game. That's not through the roof.
What's that?
expensive.
What's that?
So do
game?
you
It was
think-
a cool Japanese import, but it was $80 on my PS2, and like I saved up money and I fucking hiked through the goddamn snow down to the video game store, and I think it was a Zellers I bought it at, to be honest.
Nice.
So do you think that like because Sony has the disc and the discless version and the discless version is cheaper, do you think that digital games should be cheaper than physical games because they don't have to provide the manufacturing and all that?
I don't feel like that's necessarily going to happen because like bandwidth and server costs are still there. Also,
But there's endless copies of that game. Like they're never gonna stop because it's endless. They just copy.
yeah,
copy,
no,
copy.
and I think there's way more of a significant loss in providing physical media
Yeah.
when something's not going to happen. And this whole thing, like as a collector, I'm kind of sad about the whole digitized revolution.
Me
of
too, because I love all
consoles.
that shit too.
Yeah, and you know what though? If I can buy a fucking special edition with a case and a steel book and a booklet and an art book and a little statue or whatever the hell it is, and just get a download code for a game, I'll be fine. But I want that case to put in my collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
think that's
only-
awesome. That's a good plan. Sorry.
I was gonna say the only way I would do that now is if, because like I don't really play games that would offer that,
Yeah, but like, what about like a Call of Duty game where you get like art and like like maybe a little history book about the
Yeah,
war
see,
that you're fighting
I
in
would probably
there?
be inclined to buy that, but then I would wonder if like I would go out like to find it like the stuff like outside of that like having to actual buy like because I really want to buy like the digital copy because I don't buy games anymore. The only thing that would keep me or would make me buy the disc version is if I could get a solid, there's going to be a Red Dead 3 or GTA 6.
Yeah.
But I don't think I think we'll be in PS 6 or, God help me, 7 before we see like a sequel to either of those two games.
You think
Fuck.
so?
I don't know. You might see GTA 5 and PS5. It just won't be soon.
GTA 5 is on PS5.
I mean, GTA 6.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It kind of seems weird that like one of the Hauser brothers left after Red Dead 2, and they're so focused on the online of Red Dead, and they're so focused on the online of GTA.
Dude, all I
kinda
read is
Rock-
bullshit about the Red Dead Online.
But like, yeah, but like, I'm
it's
just
making
kinda
money.
thinking, like maybe Rockstar's just not gonna fucking.
They
maybe they're just
will.
gonna
They're-
become like a fucking subscription service.
There's no way. Like,
Dude,
there's
it's
no
no
way.
Look at
Because
the money
that could be the
Fortnite
future
makes.
of gaming.
Yeah, but
though,
there's-
like-
eventually it's gonna get-
it's leaning towards that already.
Eventually, it's gonna get stale.
Fortnite is the most popular, like, well-known.
Yeah, like,
I don't.
game in the
It's
world.
not going to get rid of like single player narratives or anything, but it's definitely going to change. It's already been changing the dynamic. Oh, the new the new Black Ops 4, not Cold War, was like online only. You paid $80 to play that game online, and that was it.
Yeah.
You know,
but, like,
and that's a real thing.
You think people are gonna get sick of playing GTA 5? Like they're gonna want something else.
No, they're not because they just.
I don't know,
keep
because they've been
haven't
playing it
been.
since what, like 2013?
2013. Yeah.
7 years.
It came out on the PS3.
I always like my brain doesn't fucking comprehend that, even
Yeah.
though I had it for PS3.
Yeah.
There was
like,
no GTA, new GTA for the PS4.
No.
Oh wow,
No,
I didn't.
dude.
I
No,
didn't know that.
it
Oh, wow.
skipped a generation of
Oh, wow.
consoles.
But they've added just so much
But I
to
don't-
the online.
Yeah, like but the single player
The
still
heists, like
Yeah,
all this stuff. I mean, sure, there's no new map.
all the shit.
Like, you know,
I
this
played
is
the online.
fine.
It's fucking
me
trash.
the-
It's a cash
See,
grab. It's a
I
cash
love
grab.
the online for GTA 5.
It's a
I
cash
hate,
grab.
It
but
has
no,
become one.
do you
dude.
spend money, like legit money?
No,
No,
but
I never did.
dude.
But I couldn't. I had this shitty car because it told me the car I stole that was fast was too hot.
Yeah,
Like,
you
well, of
can't
course
do
it
it.
is.
Yeah,
Because
no,
you
no,
want
no.
me to fucking buy,
I just
spend my real money on a fucking.
Well, no, but
fancy
you
car.
make money doing the heists and shit.
Yeah, but I don't want to
Okay.
do that. I want to drive around and just fucking blow
I just
shit up.
can't- I just can't
with my
bother-
buddy online. That's what I want to do.
I can.
So
I can
just play
spend-
the campaign.
Yeah, but
Exactly,
you can't play the
okay.
campaign with online with your buddy.
That's
No,
Yeah.
and okay, and you can't get all the new cars and all the new fucking guns and all the new cool shit in the campaign, and it's kind of bothersome, but whatever, who cares? The thing is though, like, man, I want to play fucking GTA. I want that narrative. Cool, sweet. I also don't want to have to fucking farm for 30 hours to get
Yeah.
to a certain level so I can drive a certain car.
Yeah, that's horse
like
shit.
I don't care, and I just can't dedicate that kind of shit to online play.
I want an online that's an online sandbox.
Yeah.
Where you can just fuck around and do. I don't want to be like, I got to buy a fucking apartment but I got to do seven heists and then buy a bunch of fucking shark cards for this or whatever the
and
fuck
that's the
they
whole
are.
thing. That's
Like, what a
that's-
bunch of bullshit.
That's really the whole problem I have with online game is I don't have the time to dedicate.
No, and it's
play-
fucking stupid.
Like you're a parent. I just play too many different video games. Like
Yeah.
I am all, like I
No,
don't.
no, online
you
is
know?
bullshit. Online is this like online games are awesome, but the direction they've gone is trash. It's pure trash. There's nothing about it that's
It's okay.
good.
No, there are redeeming qualities, just not for us.
well, no, but like
It doesn't make
spending
it trash.
money on fake shit on a video game isn't good.
Dude, I get
but
I
nobody's
get that, but that's
making you
that,
do
that,
that.
yeah, but that
Yeah,
kind
the
of shit has
game
been
design
prevalent
is.
since some, and I think GTA 5 is not overly predatory, but a little predatory.
It's a little predatory. It's not like
not play to
NBA
win,
2K
but,
predatory or like
Chad didn't spend a lot of money on that game, and
Yeah.
he's like a level 172.
Okay.
But you know, I'm not going to spend that kind of time.
yeah,
playing
like
that game.
it's just I tried to play that game online with a buddy I play online games with on the weekends
Yeah,
sometimes, and it's like fucking dude, we can't do shit.
GTA 4 had a better online in the sense that it was just like you could just have it was just the city and
Yeah.
you could just fuck around and
Yeah.
it was just like
And you could get all the cars and all the
Yeah.
guns and all this shit. Now I'm like, I got to go to the store and buy a gun. I can't cheat a gun in. I can't just find it. You know, I got to go
Yeah.
to ammunition, and I can buy a fucking pistol with like 30 bullets.
there's a neat thing. I think it's neat. On the PS5 version of Borderlands 3, they've added four players split screen. And like, you know, nobody really fucking cares about it, but at the same time, I think it's cool because that's how I want to play a game with my friends. If I'm going to play a multiplayer game, I want to be with my friends. And it's cool the fact that you can sit on the couch with your friends and play a game like that because when's the last time you played a 4-player split screen fucking shooter?
Yeah.
Like I'd say it was PS2 and Red Faction for me.
The last
Most
time
people
I
would probably
played-
be like fucking Halo.
The last time I played a 4-player split screen fucking like same room experience, the TVs weren't nearly as big. So they, you know, like now would be awesome because it's like, well, you got a fucking 70-inch TV. All right, well, it's like having you split the screen in 4. It's not that bad.
Yeah, exactly.
I was playing GoldenEye on like a fucking 25-inch TV that was low def, like 480p.
Yeah.
You know, like
I was lucky. My friend that had the 64 near me when I lived in Lethbridge, his family was quite well off, and they had like a 50-inch big screen TV, but it was a big square projection TV. But that's what we used to play that shit on, and it was fucking dope.
like that fucker's 1,000 pounds. Like
Oh yeah, it was huge. But they also had a water bed and like weird shit, and they had a big screen upstairs. That's the place I'd always go and watch like wrestling pay-per-views because
yeah.
they were just it was cool for their like 10-year-old son to spend $80 on a pay-per-view.
yeah, those like I don't know. I don't like those online games. I prefer an online game like Stardew Valley when you and me were playing.
Yeah,
where
that
it's
was
like
fun.
you can whatever the fuck you need, you can get by just playing the game. It's like you can do that in Grand Theft Auto Online too, but it's like you got to spend significant amount of time.
Yeah.
Like a significant amount of time. The NBA, like 2K, is the same, and it just gets every year it gets worse. The reviews for 2K21 are abysmal because they changed a core shooting mechanic, and everybody fucking hates it.
That's the thing about annualized games, though. And
Yeah.
that's the thing about that's why I'm legit excited about Black Ops Cold War, and it's the first one in so long because like these annualized games are just kind of here's the same thing, slightly different.
Yeah, a couple
Here's the same
upgrades
thing,
and like
yeah.
a new story.
But
they
like,
don't
what
even...
did NHL do when they console jumped? Is they took away like
that
80%
was-
of the features for fucking your jersey fucking.
That was an
wiggles?
embarrassment for
Suck
that
it.
for
Yeah.
EA Vancouver or whoever the fuck made the NHL series. That's an embarrassment. NHL 15 was an embarrassment to them. Like,
Yeah, and you can't put it all on the heads of the developers because that's EA. Being,
oh, that was a lot of EA.
yeah.
Well,
Well, they closed Visceral Games and destroyed a beautiful fucking survival horror franchise in space because that space is fucking awesome.
I
And
watched a
EA
history
was
of
just like,
God games on YouTube, and it was like how they shut down Bullfrog.
"Ugh."
You know, like how they shut down like that God game genre. Pretty
Yeah.
much. And then they tried to revive like Dungeon Keeper.
Yeah.
But by making it a mobile game that was just crucified in the reviews.
I think the last cool like God game I played was on the Xbox 360. I can't remember what it was called, but like you could control the elements, and you had to move these tribal people around and give them settlements. So you could like move the sand, and you could like fill your bar up by pulling sand, and then you could place it somewhere else in the water, and then you'd have to like have them navigate across like an active volcano. So you'd have to move water and do all this kind of shit to like survive the tribe. And I think that was the coolest God game I ever played, and I'm pretty sure it was like an Xbox like arcade exclusive.
I watched so
like-
much about that Peter Molyneux. That was the guy who made like what was like Black and White and like the original ones that were
Yeah.
like that. And he created like Godus, I think was the last one. Or the Universe Sim or Godus, one of those two that he created that turned out to just be this fucking massive cash grab that in the 90s he was like, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Games shouldn't be designed this way. And fucking 20 years later, there he is.
Yeah, but he's probably not the head of his fucking company anymore. And like, it's the same thing that EA closed Visceral. You know? Oh, hey,
Or
Resident Evil
Maxis.
4 sold all these copies. So if Dead Space 2 can't do that, Dead Space 2 is a little action heavier to kind of like follow that. It didn't sell enough copies, so EA was like, "Well, Visceral, listen here. If you can't do if you can't sell 7 million copies of the next game, then you're done." So okay, cool. They make Dead Space 3, and at the last minute, because fucking Resident Evil 5 came out, and they had like the 2-player, like Chris Redfield and Sheva, insert last name, but they had like the 2-player thing.
Yeah.
So Dead Space 3, all of a sudden they go, okay, it's a hardcore action game, and there's a second player that's there, but there's no storyline or basis for him being there, and put it out. And then they're like, you didn't sell 7 million copies, so fuck all of you. You're all fired. Your company's closed.
You fucking done, son.
And
You know
like,
what they did with Maxis too? Like Maxis was like they fucking created the city builder, like one of my favorite genres of game.
yeah,
ever.
yes, yes.
Yeah, and so SimCity, like SimCity 4 came out in 2004. All you had to do was remake another SimCity. Like that was 2011.
That's when they did
SimCity
all that
5,
must
like-
be online thing.
Yeah, so all they had to do was create a SimCity 5. They had to the modding community for like, you know, since 2004 had kept this game alive. Like this game had updates and curved roads now and all these kind of like new shit like
Curved roads. you
I don't know.
say.
Like I know that sounds
Blasphemy,
crazy,
child,
but
blasphemy.
I know that sounds crazy, but like no SimCity game had it. It was all right angles.
Never
Right?
seen a round
Yeah,
road
so-
in my life.
So anyway, all they had to do was fucking create a 2011 version of that and allow all the modding. And EA was EA.
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
being EA about it.
They're
always
fucking
online.
money-hungry
Oh no,
cock
no.
goblins.
The cities are limited to one little square because of the cloud saves, because it's always online, and now we connect you to other towns and blah 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 and all. And the Reddit thread is infamous because the Reddit thread is labeled Sim Shitty because of how shitty Sim Shitty, like that whole game became. And then millions of complaints about how it's always online. The servers fucking won't let anyone play their single player $80 fucking game. EA did this. So EA comes out and says, well, no, it's the way the game is designed. You need to contact our servers. That's just the way it's built. So a modder fucking just made it
Yeah.
A modder with not connect to EA in any way.
Yeah.
Just made the game able to play
Yeah,
offline.
didn't they just like fucking rewrite a kernel or something?
Yeah,
that
it was
you
like
could just
something
put in
really
your-
easy.
Yeah.
And then they released the mod, and then EA is like, oh shit. Well, hey, well, I guess yeah, we could do that, sure. So then off they go, and they just create this offline version of SimCity, and now everybody's fucking kind of happy, but they still are stuck with these square, fucking plots of land.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
big.
it's-
It's not big enough. But then Paradox comes out with, well, I think it's Colossal Order, but Paradox is the publisher. It comes out with City Skylines in this game. It's exactly
What's it? Yeah.
exactly what the community wanted, and it sold like fucking hotcakes. It was $30,
And that's the
and
thing.
it was Steam Workshop is integrated modding. All you have to do is subscribe to the mod on Steam. It automatically installs onto your game. It's there. You don't have to.
Yeah.
You just click subscribe on the mod. When you don't want it, you click unsubscribe. And so they integrated the developer and the publisher.
Wait! You're telling me that there's player-friendly games out
They
there?
integrated the modding. So and then not only that, they gave the mod kits to whoever the fuck wanted them.
So if we can just, damn it, I was gonna go on a spiel
About how awesome that is.
Well, no, I was just gonna try and make it sound like we were sponsored.
If there was an unfriendly game out there, or if they were all friendly games, I would have never known what pwned means.
But no, I just
Like, I'm a big fan of developers and publishers like that, despite their, everything is a
Sinister
DLC
overlords.
with that game. It's like, you want snow, it's a fucking DLC. You want fucking nighttime, it's a
yeah,
DLC.
the
You
Cities
want
XL on the
universities, it's a
console.
DLC.
Cities XL on console, Sims 4 on console, all that shit's kind of just like a straight fuck you to the player.
But at least the DLC is like $11.99 or something. It's not like
Is it though? You go
no City Skylines.
Yeah.
It's all like $15.
Well, that shit was all on sale the other day too. But I just like I don't know mouse and keyboard for games like that.
yeah,
man.
no, honestly, yeah, you're right.
But like Sims 4, like I remember I bought that game because Shannon's like I like the Sims. I was like sweet, cool. We can like bond with some video games. It was super cool. Okay, cool. So we like played it for a bit. And she's like, this sucks not on a computer. I was like, yeah, it kind of does. And then I was looking, I was like, oh, hey, well, we can have fun. We can get pets. Oh, we can go to university. Oh, we can be vampires. Oh, my God. $30 fucking back. Fuck you.
$30 fucking.
There ain't even there ain't no storyline. I ain't learning nothing. I ain't gaining anything. All I get is a fucking trench coat and some emo music.
And that's one thing, actually, just to kind of circle back to the whole Xbox PS game. Like, I find that Xbox exclusive games, when I see like a commercial for them, albeit there's very few, it's like a fucking trailer for a goddamn Michael Bay movie. And that's the fucking noise. And then it's like, you see like a PS5 game, and it's like fucking Scorsese.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Well,
like,
but that's the thing. Like the PS5 definitely they own the narrative-driven, fucking storyline, kind of well-written game style, and like that. I kind of feel like that's kind of been. Maybe PS3 era is when that really started developing, but it's something that I appreciate, and I felt for a long time that the Xbox Arcade, like the live arcade thing, had a lot of amazing indie games, and I have played some of the games that some of the wonderful indie games that are on PlayStation, and I'm sure they're on multi-platform. I just don't know that, but like there's like I'm playing through Inside right now. And it's
Inside's
I
awesome.
saw that you were up late last night.
I was up there because
So was I.
I had 2 triple scotches and I got home and I was like, well, shit.
On a weeknight.
I had a meeting and I was stressed from work stuff, so I was just like I imbibed a little bit and I got my ass out of there after I had 2 triple scotches. So I was like, oh, this could be bad. And I got home and needed to sober up. So smoking a joint was a bad choice. I played video games till 2 a.m.
Jesus Christ.
As you do.
But I was in the right headspace for a game like that, no story, no nothing, and just kind of this beautiful piece of art that you get to interact with. Fucking tangents. Damn it. I gotta stop drinking so much when I do these pods.
Oh, drinking is what you do on the pod.
I feel like
The D in pod stands for drinking.
I just want to reiterate.
people have drunk. Fuck bitches. Fuck money. Fuck the aristocracy. Love only the pod.
Man, you really like this
want-
button thing since you started writing.
I
on
want
the
everyone to know I was taking a dump when I wrote that.
Fuck yeah.
That's the most genius thing I've ever read. You know?
Yeah.
It's
I was
just
just-
like
I was
I'm,
just-
my whole life changed when I read that.
I was just angry about money and.
Do you want to
people and shit.
tickle his balls out of the table while we're doing this?
I don't want you to.
No, you
You're
need
the
to
glorious
remake
leader.
it into a montage, but it has to be that fucking dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun. Every movie where your mind is opened,
Yeah.
that's the song that plays.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well, okay. I'd like a different song.
No, it has. No, I'm sorry, we can't do that
Wow,
for you
then-
at this
It's
time,
not in the
sir.
budget. It's not in the budget.
Yeah. No, fuck the budget. It's not in
I'm
the
gonna copy
policy.
like
That's
a
fair, that's fair.
fucking-
What is that fucking song called? Sunshine of Your Love? Is that what that
It might
is?
be, it
Yeah.
might be, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Cream? Is it cream?
That's cream. Yeah.
Yeah, cream.
Sunshine of Your Love. Yeah.
But I think you're thinking of it in a Gata de Vida.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Bum 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 boom boom boom.
That's Sunshine of Your Love.
Yeah.
Down, 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 down.
I believe you were thinking of Inagata Davida.
I was.
It's
And you were
it's
wrong.
similar, but it's not like
It's similar,
not
but
similar.
Sunshine of
It's
Your
not
Love
similar.
is
No,
that's
similar.
Clapton, man. That's Clapton.
What about you, big guy? Where are you at there, glorious leader?
Yeah, you've
With
fucking
fucking
stifled yourself the whole night,
glorious-
which
Yeah.
is a nice change.
Boy,
but
if you
like,
shut the hell up, I tell you.
Yeah,
Fucking
fuck, I didn't know
keep
your
it
vocal.
down.
Wait, no, they're not even chords. What are they?
Stints.
No. Anywho.
What?
I don't know. What's up?
Stints?
Yeah, what's up, dog?
What's up?
How's your wheel pressure?
Yeah.
What's going on?
you
How
know,
you
it's-
feel
it's-
about
it's a little low.
the coming of autumn?
It's a little low. I'm kind of like in
You
the
like leaves in your face?
like in the little nice weather. You know, it's more like the
Nice
dirt
weather.
and the rocks.
It's fucking
The kick up rocks. It's so smoky. So smoky, man. So
and
smoky.
it's not my fault.
It's not. No.
It's not my fault at all.
And you don't even realize, like, you look at the mountains, you're like, well, I don't know where they are. I can't see
Yeah.
them. And then you realize you're breathing that in.
Well, I tell you what, I come here. I paid to be here. Now, why can't I see the mountains?
When are you going to make the
You know
mountains
what?
come out?
I
Y'all
came
got a
here-
leaf blower?
I spent a lot of money. I'm staying in your fine hotel, and lady front desk lady, why the hell am I not seeing I came here for mountains.
This is your
This
fault.
cost my family $7,000, and I ain't seeing no mountain.
Is this person in Banff? Because you said nice hotel.
No, this was here, and
Are you a resident of California? Because I know why you can't see the
Is that?
mountains.
Does
No.
he sound like a Californian?
I don't know what a
Do I
Californian
sound like
sounds
California?
What does a Californian
he
sound
didn't
like? What does it
say-
sound like?
Dude, picture Rob Van Dam.
Dude, that's
Or I-
dude. He's from fucking Michigan.
Yeah, but he
hella-
sounds like a
from
fucking
Michigan.
idiot. Like,
From
I picture
Michigan.
the guy from F is for Family who lives next door to Frank.
He's from Boston.
no,
What?
but
No.
that kind of voice, like,
Yeah, like,
whoa.
yeah, hey, Frank, good to see
Bill
you.
and Ted.
No,
fucking-
we're not. No,
they're
no.
all bros in
Okay,
California.
but okay,
Yes, they are.
First off, I wasn't doing that voice. I wasn't trying to do any sort of voice.
No, that was
just
the Southern.
I was trying to sound like an ignorant tourist.
Or a Southern.
Being ignorant.
well, I was just gonna say,
Even
I
if they
know
come from
why you
upstate
can't
New
see the
York, they're a
mountains.
Southerner to us.
I tend to always go to a southerner accent. Even
When you're angry? Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's,
I start
makes sense.
tirading and I'm like either old timey or southerner. Like, well, I tell you what.
If I'm impersonating an angry tourist, it's a Southern.
Yeah.
Is that because
I feel like
probably
there's
like
privilege down there.
70% of the angry idiot asshole tourists that come here are from America? Is that why?
I mean,
Because there's a lot of them that come here. No, you don't think so?
No,
I don't discriminate continentally.
As
because
someone
I
who-
think we're
Well,
all-
I've seen my fair share.
As,
So.
as,
Yeah, yeah.
as
Oh, I
people
bet.
who don't work in the service industry, at least up front for the most part, the Americans aren't the worst.
Well,
It's people who come from cultures where
yeah, like
is acceptable.
Yeah.
Or, hey, excuse me, hey, over here.
fucking
And there's
hate
people from every culture that do that.
You know
but there
what,
are
though?
cultures in particular where that is how you address.
yeah.
a servant.
Let me tell you.
Excuse
in-
me, you're not paying attention to me. Get over here now and do what I tell you.
Let me tell you, in South America or Central America, they won't. That's what you whistle.
Yeah, see, exactly. But
And
see,
you
that,
kinda-
that
and you
those
indicate-
people are gonna be the assholes.
And
up
I
here
felt like
because
an
that
asshole
is not
doing
how
that.
you no shit. I wouldn't be.
I was like, well, am I
comfortable
supposed to
doing
do that? And they would just.
Dude, I was in the States and I felt weird flagging a taxi down. I was like, can I just call them?
Yeah, like this kind
Can
of.
I talk to someone and be like, hey, can I have a cab here, please? I'd appreciate it very much. Not, hey, you,
Yeah,
let me get in the
nine
cab.
people got a cab before sitting. I mean, it's Chicago, for Christ's sake.
No, honest,
I just
honest
took
to
the
God,
train, man.
I would whistle for this
Sketchy
guy.
shit.
The L.
They didn't have
Yeah,
a
red line.
They didn't
Don't
have
do
a pool triangle to rack your own balls. So you would, when you were done your game of pool, you would whistle at the guy, and he would come running over, and he would rack him with his hands.
Where is this?
Where there was in Costa Rica. wherever.
Okay, Costa Rica.
Yeah, they just didn't have a triangle. So the guy would come and he'd rack him with his arms, but it was fucking dead on.
What? So
The guy he would like spin the balls and go whack like this.
Do you tip the triangle?
This guy, no, but he was our waiter too, so he took all our beer orders. We were just crushing beers, playing pool, and eating fucking tacos and shit. And the guy was like, "Here's your bill," and it was like $14 for like the entire fucking afternoon. And like, we were crushed beers, like I couldn't even stand. And we were like, "Yeah, here's fucking like $40, good enough." Like shit, man. And we give him because.
Yeah. Well, I guess if he's the waiter as well, yeah.
The whole time, he's like, if you need something, just whistle and point at
I'd be
yourself.
like, I can't do that. my neurosis, I cannot, sir.
I feel so rude.
I'm the guy on the plane at the fucking emergency exit where it's like, I shouldn't be in the scene. It's like, because I think it'd be rude.
Yeah, I don't need this.
Yeah, it's like that.
I could walk off the,
I don't want that kind of pressure.
Yeah, it feels rude. I get it. It
does.
Well, I got too much leg room. I'm a little guy. I don't need. There's tall people who need this fucking leg room.
This day,
I'm not allowed to sit in the emergency exit. And
well, we get that.
Yeah. No.
But like your place is the only. I don't know what it is, but this is the only place where like, if I'm going there, like I just walk in.
Yeah.
This is the only place.
Yeah.
My friends in high school, core group of like boys.
Yeah.
And you gotta let me in, man.
Yeah.
I can't.
Actually,
I can't. And they're like, stop knocking on the door. And I'm like,
the same.
no.
It's the same for me too. When I first came here, and people would just walk. Like whenever we'd all go over to Scotty's, people would just walk in. I'd be like, "What?
Yeah.
You just walk into
I'm like,
fucking
that's
Scotty's.
rude.
It's fucking Scott. Like, what
It's
if
Scotty's.
you just walk into somebody's house, even his house. Like you just.
I don't care
walk
how
in.
many times you tell me just to walk in.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a.
See,
I'm
living
just
in an
saying.
apartment with the buzzer system, though, I always find it weird because, like, okay, so half the time, every time Tyson's come over lately, the door's been locked because he just comes in,
Right.
But he can't because the door's locked. But you knock, and I'm like, what the fuck, God damn it!
See, the last time you were there at the door, so you were like
Yeah.
ready for that.
No,
Like,
I was.
I guess you're like, I'm gonna have to get up anyway.
Yeah.
I kind of figured, like, if
But,
like,
you know, if the buzzer goes and you're my friend, walk the fuck. in.
Yeah.
like if the buzzer goes, like if you expect me over and then I push the one and then you buzz me in, well, I'm probably just gonna walk. I mean, you know I'm coming. Now you know I'm here. Now I'm just gonna walk in.
Yeah, the buzzers.
But when I lived at 804,
I feel
man,
like the
people,
buzzer's kind of a knock, though. It kind of counts as a knock.
when I lived at 804, people just walked in all the fucking time. I mean, nobody had a key for that house.
Not me, sir.
I also
At
think
5 years, no one had a key for the house.
I absolutely think that's like a younger person thing because my father still always knocks. He knocks even when he knows I'm here. Like he'll knock after I buzz him in. He'll knock.
Do you know how many
but-
804 parties I missed because I'm just like.
Yeah,
And then
no
no
one
one's
can
in
hear.
like, well, I guess they're not answering the door tonight.
Yeah, it's like,
Why is it it's
like-
so loud?
There's people filtering in and out. I was like, can you tell someone?
shit.
Maybe.
Hey, Eric's here. Can you just tell us? Eric's here. No one's answering my text. That's because it's 2007. No one texts.
Right? Oh, man.
Texting's more expensive than owning a fucking phone.
2007. It's true.
Yeah.
Still, I'm roaming.
Yeah. I gotta turn this fucking texting off and this fucking mobile internet. Who fucking needs?
I'm
I got a
gonna walk
computer.
home. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking the people just walk in. No one had a key.
It's interesting how like manners have kind of evolved over like time. I
But
guess.
you kind of get like a feel for it, and like
Yeah.
the person, right?
Yeah.
You just kind of get a feel for it.
Yeah,
He's
of
probably not beating it. I'll just go in.
Yeah.
Or maybe he is, and we're just, this is
whatever.
going to happen today.
Yeah, fucking good luck.
It's true.
That's when you rattle the doorknob a couple extra times. Click, 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 click. Now in. Okay.
Have any of you ever walked in on someone partaking and
No.
never?
No.
No.
I have walked in on someone, dude.
No
I've
kidding.
I've walked in on. It's been like I think maybe 3 separate occasions, 3 separate people, all the same reaction.
I'm just like, woo.
Whoa! Oh, what?
Yeah, like, woo.
Like the Sears catalog is flying across the room. Hey, I was just I got a boil. It's like, yeah, there's no boil.
You know, I didn't have to see it, so it's all good.
Why the fuck does that say Jeopardy for that?
That's the Jeopardy fail sound.
It
isn't
is not the Jeopardy fail
That is
sound.
the price is right, sir.
Wow, dude.
Wow,
Wow.
that's why God invented erasers. Here you go. Good luck.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Yeah.
It is not a good eraser.
That's fine. What are you talking about?
No, it's okay. It's not bad.
This is your fucking pencil.
Oh,
You're
now,
shitting
now
on your own
it's- now
pencil's
it's-
eraser?
Oh, it's my pencil now. Oh, it's my
What do you
fault.
mean now? I
It's
got
mine.
this from. Remember when I went outside before the show
Right
and I
under
said,
the-
"Do
right
you
under-
have a
Now,
pencil?"
now it's
right
my
under the
pencil.
fucking bus. Right under the bus.
Does this? Do you have a pencil? You said, "Yeah, I have a lot of pencils," and I grabbed this pencil. And now
do
you
have
say
lots-
it
I do
sucks.
have lots of, it might suck.
Well, why are you saying now is my pencil? It was always your pencil.
Maybe people didn't know it was mine. Maybe it was your pencil. Maybe
Well,
you
don't
brought
lie
that-
to the
Maybe
listeners.
they don't know that we're lying. They know now
They know now what
that we're not being truthful about pencils.
you weren't. I was.
you weren't being
I
truthful
was
about
being
pencils.
100% truthful
Don't
about.
we?
Yeah, don't you we this?
There's enough problems in this country with the fucking word we. Let's not fucking.
Is there lots of problems in this?
Yeah,
country
there fucking
without
is, but we're not
we?
gonna go into it.
No, we're not. No.
Remember what happened last time?
No.
There.
That's what happened.
P is R.
I feel like labeling the buttons was a mistake for you because you would just be pressing that shit all the time.
I know. Now that I know
We
what
have.
they
I'll
are.
say
Hey, what is this?
now. It's pumpkin spice
Spice
season.
whiskey.
Wait, what is this?
Okay,
Pumpkin
hold the
spice-
fuck up. What were we riding on Justin for? What do you fucking just say? we
No,
all feel this?
we were writing on him because
all right.
for the dun 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 dun, he had Jeopardy. Yeah, that's right.
I get in a very
For all those of you who are watching this, which is none of you,
Okay, so how's everybody doing tonight?
first of all, Tyson has been muted.
Welcome to the Wheels Blues Podcast, episode 31. You're joined by your wonderful hosts, Mighty Wheels, _Eric, and SKWEED. We're great to be here. It's been great being your podcast masters for the last 30 episodes. And, I know you guys probably thought you heard a fourth, but he's not real.
You were
That
wrong.
was a figment of your imagination. For 30 episodes.
Should we do this shot yet or what?
Okay, so like as it's autumn and the
Basic
leaves
as
are
fuck.
the leaves are turning and the pumpkin spice is.
Fuck, I'm gonna mute you now.
I don't give a fuck. I'll be basic as fuck. I goddamn love pumpkin. I've had my birthday cakes be pumpkin pies instead of cakes because I fucking love pumpkin pie so much.
Interesting.
Dude, I fucking put on my Uggs and leggings and my fucking loose turtlenecks every goddamn Sunday, and I go down to the Wicked Cup, get myself some pumpkin puree
know what?
latte.
I would
They didn't have any last week, and I fucking cut my wrist like 3 or 4 times
Wow,
about it.
shit.
But
Whoa.
extreme.
Whoa.
Is that
You're
because I sent?
reading-
Is that 'cause I sent the picture?
dude, if they're gonna start fucking pumpkin spice season early, they better fucking provide.
No, I guess
So I got this Spice Box whiskey that's apparently pumpkin spice, and it's gonna be better than anything Tyson's brought to the table. So cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
God, smells like fucking candy and chemicals.
that's actually not.
That's fucking. That's like
Yeah.
drinking whiskey that has apple pie and whipped cream
Oh,
blended
that's
into
good.
it.
It's
Whoa,
pretty
whoa,
good.
yeah.
Pretty fucking good.
Wow.
I think that's the first liquor that's been brought to this pod that's actually gotten a unanimous thumbs up.
It's no Pink Whitney, but it's pretty
It's
good.
way better than.
It's way better than Pink Whitney. Yeah.
It's no Whitney, but it's
I
pretty
wasn't
good.
opposed to the Whitney.
I like the Whitney.
Yeah, I wasn't opposed to it because I never bought a bottle.
Hey, when we were on Zoom calls, man, everybody had fucking
Yeah.
Pink Whitney.
And
all
I
over
drank
the
a
place.
bottle every Friday, so that was
We
was
were team
problematic.
players.
Right.
We were team players.
They make better margaritas than shots. I'll
Or
say
just
that.
cold frosted, like blending that shit with some ice.
You gotta have a lot of ice in it, though.
Yeah, well, or just add some like actual pink lemonade to it.
Yeah.
Like a 50-50 ratio and some ice. Blend that shit. Fucking delicious. Drinking warm, syrupy, sweet liqueur by the glass is.
Like if you poured that pumpkin spice whiskey on some ice cream, like vanilla ice cream,
I'm already
Holy
fucking
fuck.
melting.
that would be so good.
Tell me more.
That would
Maybe
be-
that's what we should do next week.
Tell me more.
Whiskey and ice cream.
Tell me how about that?
I think you're looking at Wheels to tell you this kind of shit because he's the one that has the
Do you want?
Tyson,
the sordid tales.
Do you want Justin to? Do you want to be like standing on a ladder pouring?
I don't
the
want to hear
pumpkin
the sound of
spice?
his voice.
And he car
wheels
washes
in.
himself
Yeah.
through the fucking.
Okay, so we're not talking about his sexual fantasies this episode, are we?
So the one where
What
so like
happened?
we're
Why does it
pouring.
have to be his? It could be yours. Maybe you two were meant for each other. If you're the guy that wants to
Pumpkin
be
spice
the
whiskey just cascading between her lips. Like, no, thanks.
Like on you while you play Resident Evil. I imagine that.
Hey,
Okay,
do-
no. Okay, when I play Resident Evil, I want to be left the fuck alone. Are you even a gamer, bro?
I have.
Gee, the game.
I
You
have
gotten a
some.
blowjob while playing a
on.
video game? It's fucking difficult.
I have some sad news about Justin's sexual fantasies.
Uh-oh.
They're dead, just like you.
No.
Inside. Sorry.
Did something bad happen to Helen Mirren?
What happened?
Oh no, Ruth
Ruth
Bader Ginsburg died
has
today. That's right.
Unfortunately.
What isn't she not like? Oh yeah.
No, we know the
yeah.
Democrats really needed that fucking girl on my support.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's,
she had cancer.
she's fucking dead. It
Yeah,
doesn't
you
matter
You,
what
you,
she
you
had.
can't do quotations because Giselle Maxine, whatever the hell, is still alive. so-
Elaine Maxwell.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess you're her friend.
Because I know her name.
Yeah.
I know Ted Bundy's name too.
Were you his friend?
No.
What was that all
Ted
about?
Bundy would not be my friend. The only person he'd be friends with is this guy over here at the podcast.
Who are
I'm
you
pointing
pointing
to
at?
Sid. I'm
Oh,
pointing
I
to
thought you were
Sid.
pointing at my hat.
No, I'm pointing to Sid.
I don't think he'd be friends with me.
You don't think so?
No, I'm not a pretty co-ed.
Yeah,
He'd
that's
be,
true.
he'd be
Fucking-
friends with Tyson. He's kind of.
I was gonna say Tyson.
Yeah,
He's got a tiny and small. I'm very
He's
tiny.
short.
I'm not kind of.
I think I'm more like a more of a Unabomber or
Jesus Christ.
like maybe maybe it could work.
What serial killers would we all be friends with?
No. Well, no, wait.
Listen to episode 32 next week.
Because I had something here that, you know what, and I've said this before, and I don't fucking understand it at all.
Okay.
So-
Enlighten us.
I wouldn't wish that on my own worst enemy. Is that not just some condescending bullshit we say to make somebody else feel bad? I mean, you would wish that on your fucking worst
No,
enemy,
no,
right?
no.
It's
That-
your worst enemy.
Yeah, but that means like that's
I
so
wouldn't.
bad. I wouldn't even wish that on them.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're being rude to someone's fantasy about eliminating their enemy.
You like
Right?
like it's just like
feel
so
you.
like this
I got you.
happened, and you say, "Woo, shit."
I wouldn't want my worst enemy to be Braveheart tortured.
I fucking would. Draw him and quarter him. He's your worst enemy.
Yeah,
I know,
dude,
but, like,
this guy's
it-
probably
it-
like fucked every
a
member of your
figure of speech. It's
family,
like-
including your children.
I think it's
like-
so weird. I think it's so weird
It's
that
like
you say that.
It's like it's such a bad fucking thing that even your worst enemy, you're like, oh, he
I,
doesn't deserve
I
that.
feel like saying that is strictly placating a situation.
I
Because
think that's
you
all
probably
you're doing with
secretly
that.
have.
Because
It's
the
lip service.
saying should be, I wouldn't wish that on someone I kind of dislike.
Yeah.
Because my worst
I know,
enemy,
but like then it doesn't have the same oof. You know?
like,
'Cause,
my worst enemy is
it's
like,
not that bad. He wouldn't wish
many-
it on something he does slightly dislike.
I don't
It's
know.
not that bad.
I'm
It's like,
thinking, how many bees can I stick in this guy's urethra?
okay,
so-
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Is like, ooh, fuck, this
Whoa.
must be pretty bad.
So would you wish your worst enemy to be caught in a nuclear bomb?
Well, no, because then that would include me too, probably.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, collateral damage.
Can I be
Yeah.
Martian Manhunter and like away from everything?
Dude, the shit I've thought about, like friends that have pissed me off, even in like childhood, it was fucking horrific.
Oh, jeez, I don't know if I want to hear this.
Holy fuck!
Every time I think, and you know what, I was thinking about you in this, and all I kept coming back to was the fucking Cartman Christmas critters. Well, I'm sure we can find some COVID in the forest. Like,
Well,
All I
no,
keep
but like you know,
thinking
I'm with you on this whole.
it's
worst
a
enemy
weird
thing.
saying.
Dude, like I've been pissed off at friends that go like, I would love to fucking rub their face on the asphalt until it's bone.
Like,
You
like,
know,
when-
like that's pretty fucking savage.
if
I would wish that on someone who pissed me off,
if
not
somebody
my own worst
says,
enemy.
Wow, just even slightly too, eh?
Jesus.
if somebody
It's been like
starts a
elementary school
sentence,
fantasies, man.
if somebody starts a sentence with the phrase, you know it's funny, the next shit is gonna be fucking depressing. It's gonna be fucking depressing because it's not. You know, it's funny. My uncle was drawn and quartered. So
You know
it's
what's
like,
funny
what?
about it is like he was kind of suicidal anyway.
right? Like it's
He was
there's
into getting beaten by his wife. Like yeah,
those
he probably went out
sayings.
happy.
I don't get it. I just don't get it.
I kind of say you know it's funny in different contexts. You guys. Say
Yeah,
that
but you also
phrase
don't
where-
understand what a spoiler is. So
Oh my god! It was one thing that you don't even care about.
it was 700 things that you
don't
say on a
even-
daily basis.
What? Tell me the last thing I spoiled. Tell me. I'm waiting to. Oh, your life? You know where the door is.
Exactly.
Your life.
There it is. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
There you go. How about that? I just annexed you.
No, you just cut off Eric.
Oh, whoops.
Hey, what the fuck?
There you go. That's better. That's better.
Fucking cripples. Eh?
And we shouldn't have shown everybody what the mute button is.
It's right there. It's pretty fucking obvious.
Is it? Buddy who
It's
plugged
a
his
red
microphone
button.
into his
It's a
stand.
red button.
Anyways, that's my little tangent.
No,
Okay,
dude,
then.
I
It's a
100%
weird
agree with
fucking
you
saying.
because,
It's a
like,
weird saying.
what are you trying to make someone feel bad about being upset about something, or like, oh man, like,
Oh,
I don't know.
you stepped on my brand new shoes, man. I wouldn't wish that on my worst. It's like you should shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
That's
no,
my
you're right
example,
because
but-
you would maybe it's because you'd wish something worse.
You
But
would
let's be
Braveheart
real,
somebody
no.
stepping on your shoes?
Why you keep going back to Braveheart? Yes.
That's the most horrible thing I
This
can think
this
of.
guy hates the fucking Scots.
You fucking Idi Amin or
It's
something?
the most horrible thing.
He
I
was
can
all
think
about
of.
the fucking British hierarchy. He was just like, oh,
Yeah. What's
Is that
that
because
guy's name
Helen
in the
Mirren
fucking
played
movie?
the Queen in that movie?
What?
Is that because Helen Mirren played the Queen
Was she
in
the
that
queen in
movie?
that movie?
No, she
don't-
played the
He says-
queen. She played
She was-
Victoria.
she has been the
but not in
queen.
Braveheart.
look at his heaving bosom.
Oh, Lord.
I said Helen Mirren is.
Yeah, he started breathing heavy.
His pupils dilated.
You're
Yeah.
flush.
He is flushing a bit.
His legs
Helen
started
Mirren.
stiffening a little
You're
bit.
verklempt.
I am at Mighty Wheels. This has been episode 31 of the.
And we're going to continue to talk about horrible things that we do to our worst enemies.
There we go. And I wouldn't wish that on them. So
What, would you not? Would
No.
you not?
There's
whatever
been
you
a
guys gonna
couple.
say. Whatever you guys gonna say.
There's been a couple episodes of this podcast I wouldn't wish on my worst.
Yeah, absolutely.
First recording or the second recording?
you would watch your friend be your worst enemy be Jesus tortured.
But not
Oh,
make.
that's so boring. They're just hanging there. It's like I'll see you in 3 days.
What are you talking about? They like slat. They like.
Oh, the
whip it.
birds come and they shit on them and fucking.
Hammer
How
some
much bird
nails.
shit, like legit? I'm sorry to any Christian out there. How much bird shit legit do you think was on Jesus Christ?
Not. I don't
You don't
know,
think there was a
like-
lot of bird shit? He's on a fucking
I wasn't.
scarecrow.
I wasn't
stake.
alive in like fucking whatever. Fucking.
Zero, the year
25
zero,
AD or
no,
whatever?
The year zero,
Oh, okay. Zero.
because that's when time started.
I don't think AD means after death though.
AD,
No,
AD
it's-
means it doesn't. No.
It doesn't
Something
mean after
ominous.
death. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it has nothing. It's not
But
after his
no,
death.
well, no. The Christians believe that it's 2020 now, so it's what?
That's how old the Earth
it's
is.
70-20.
That's what-
It's like
60-20, it's 60-20.
Yeah.
oh,
The Earth is only 6,000 years old.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Right. Don't you remember the Ark, the Noah, the Adam?
No,
and Eve?
I don't know
The Ark
anything
and
about
the
that at
Noah.
all. I never went to church.
Who the fuck went and got like, hey, these fucking savage motherfucking animals, let's get them to fuck on our boat. Oh, with any fucking savage animal. Hey, those Komodo dragons that have like acidic saliva, let's get them up on this boat. I want you two fucking.
At least that movie with Steve Carell was pretty funny.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. It wasn't.
I liked it.
Whoa, someone should tell Steve Carell quick that somebody liked that fucking.
I thought it was pretty funny. He's just
I
going
like the first one.
You know, he's
Bruce
just-
Almighty.
Yeah, he's just going slowly crazier and building
Jim
this
Carrey.
fucking
yeah,
art.
yeah.
You like a lot of goofy comedy.
I do. I really do. I really do.
It's
I like.
been-
I like to shut off and just laugh at bullshit.
That's very true. There are movies that I like where people are like, "How do you watch this shit?" And it's like, "What are you talking about?"
It's fucking hilarious.
It was really tough.
Evan Almighty, sadly, is not one of them. But I do understand. I do understand.
I like it.
Yeah.
He's going slowly crazier, getting this, but he's trying to be all professional. Everyone's giving him shit all the time, and he can't help it. He's just
Decades.
He's becoming Noah.
The only
Decades.
good thing about that movie is John Goodman.
Decades of friendship with Tyson.
I know he
I
had to
think
put up
there's
with
been
it all.
2 movies that we've agreed on.
Which do you know which one's there?
Kung Fu Hustle
And
and
Harold and
Scott
Kumar.
Pilgrim.
And
Oh,
Harold
Harold and
Kumar.
Kumar.
Harold
Okay.
Kumar's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good. That's because we got so fucking stoned. Dude, I was so pumped when I got to send you pictures of me eating White Castle.
No, I wasn't because I wasn't eating white. We made
I
this like
was.
pact to eat White Castle one day,
As you do.
and then he texted me pictures like 10 years
I'm
later.
still trying to get you to come to Vegas. Well, not like in the next 5 years, but like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
after the
sometime when I'm an
fucking
old man.
ash settles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say after the
And
what-
Dude,
what's
Vegas,
the
is, Vegas is sweet, but we're not going
what's
to
the
strip
word?
clubs.
Pandemic.
No. The fucking biblical term for
Oh,
what's
after the rapture.
the rapture.
Yeah.
Thank you. After the rapture, I'd love to go to Vegas.
You know what? I just want to say maybe we should close out with what you would do to your worst enemy.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. Well, don't
Let's
start with me.
Tyson because he's PG as fuck.
I definitely, push them over.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
You've done worse to me for doing less than me.
Would you get Bruce to tag team on that? Like he's ducked down behind them? And
No, I don't want to
push
teach him that.
over?
No, I don't
No?
wanna teach him that, no.
the term?
That has
tag
to be
team
on
is-
me. On me and on me only.
Fair enough.
What if
Okay, let's-
Inga never finds out that you did that to Bruce?
Okay, well,
No,
okay.
still no.
Anyway, let's
No,
come
not
back to
doing
Still
it
no.
to Bruce.
Well, no, but
Well,
he taught Bruce that lesson, but Inga never knows.
No, still no.
So you never want your kid and like say my kid to knock somebody else?
Oh no, that's different.
That's
if it's
what
your
Uncle
kid and my
Sid
kid, that's
is
different.
for.
If it's me and my kid, I'm a shitty father.
Don't worry,
That's-
no, dude. I got this.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Right on. I forgot you're the godfather.
You and
this
my
is gonna be
fucking
really
brothers
easy.
team up and corrupt
super
our
easy.
I can't
children.
imagine your brother hurting anybody though.
Yeah, well, he doesn't mentally.
He mentally inflicts damage.
he will mentally.
He can confuse them.
Yeah.
And then I can just.
I'm sure my brother would be more than capable of dropping a fucking mental smart bomb into somebody. So it's something that let's just a little nugget. You just plant it right there, and 2 months later,
So when is the smart bomb exploding in your brain?
2 months later.
like 2 months later.
2 months. It's like for
That's
you.
how fucking good he is.
And so in 2 months.
2 months later.
it's gonna
Hey,
explode.
wait a
idiots.
second. Hey, wait. What?
We're talking some NSA level fucking.
Nice.
I'm fucking with you. Whereas me, I'm gonna fucking throw like I'm gonna go find like you know what? I'm gonna come here actually because you got a bitching sword, and we're gonna talk about some Braveheart shit. Fucking.
Wow. I don't know how I feel about being participant in your murder.
Then don't fucking. Well, not willing.
Oh, so am I killed in this scenario?
No.
Okay, so wait,
You're on board.
Are we on what you do now because Tyson lied to us?
Yeah.
Is that what we do?
Yeah.
I would, you know what? I have a very active imagination, and I would hate to have somebody. I would hate to put myself in a position where someone would wrong me that badly, where I would have to do something because I'm above that. But unofficially,
That's
I would
mighty
draw
fair.
and quarter them.
John Carter, yeah.
I would brave hard.
You know what? Okay, I changed my mind. I would call them in on the worst drainage sewage backup call I've ever seen.
There you go.
I would call them
There
in
you
and be
go.
like, "You got to help me."
and then just fucking.
Then I'd be like,
shake
"Actually,
that pop bottle up and.
and then I would go like, "I got to go to the shop for something," and then I would just never come
Do they
back.
get a hazmat suit?
No,
No,
you're fucking.
no.
What the
It's
fuck?
your worst enemy.
What the fuck? I don't get a hazmat. I'm not gonna wear a hazmat.
I
suit.
don't fucking know.
Come on,
That
it's just
can't-
up to your ankles. You got boots for that.
That can't be said.
Just don't wear them in the house after.
I would assume not.
You leave them on the deck for a few days.
Okay, sure, great.
It's easy.
Okay.
Hazmat suit. Come
Sid?
on. Hazmat suit. Jesus
Well,
Christ.
It really depends on the severity of what they do, but like I'd really want to plan it out. Like
This is gonna be
maybe
good.
spend like few years going to medical school.
Why? You got YouTube. You do YouTube.
Yeah, true, right? True. But I really want them to not die for a long time.
Whoa.
There it is.
But like take them in, you do like a lot of mind fuckery, strobe light shit, fucking really fry their brains, right? Like fucking blasting music 24 hours a day. Oh, they fall asleep. Well, you fucking hit them till they stand back up, right? Oh, you fell down again. Okay, beat you till you stand up. Fuck that kind of shit, right?
fell
Sleep death,
down.
that kind of
Playing
stuff.
Metallica constantly nonstop.
Oh, there's way worse music.
You know that torture position with your squatting with your hands between your
exactly.
knees.
Yeah,
but
do that kind of shit. But I'd probably play some of my favorite music, just because I'd get more of a kick out of it.
Do you know what's worse than just blasting Metallica for somebody? Like playing like a simple Lars Ulrich interview.
But see,
That's probably true.
I think the first thing you'd really want to do though is get to know them well enough so you know their fears, you know their things that they fucking love, you know the things that they're afraid of, you know the things that are going to hurt them most. And then
it sounds like your worst
systematically
enemy
take them
is
away.
one
Like
of
it's
your
going to
good
take
friends.
probably 10 to 15 years to like really fucking take it away. And like the way you'd want to do it is like when you kill them, it's going to be so fucking hollow and empty because you've already drained them of everything that mattered to them in the first place that it's not even like you don't even feel guilt about killing them because you're just fucking ending a husk.
I feel guilt about talking to you about this.
Like
Sounds like
you
you're
know,
destroying their entire family too in this scenario.
No.
their
you
psyche is
separate
destroyed.
them from them. Like this is years, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but the family would
This
still
guy,
feel
you know what? To get this far into it, this person would have to really seriously wrong me in a,
Like
in a
spit
pretty
on me
serious
or
way.
call me
I
a
don't think
jerk.
any of us are in the situation where anyone would wrong us in that
way.
fashion.
Like
That
that-
we know, like of people that we know.
Yeah.
Well, I like Sid would.
I would. Well, no.
I wouldn't wrong you
Are
guys.
you kidding me? I trust this guy
I
with
love
my.
and respect you guys, man. I wouldn't do anything to hurt
Yeah.
y'all.
You just said you'd do that if someone insulted
But
you.
we're
And I
not as
insulted you.
weird.
Yeah, I was
me.
being a smartass there, but like seriously,
I would.
no,
I
like,
insulted you earlier
the
today.
thing- that I
Obviously,
would-
this is a shits and gigs situation.
The thing that I would wish on my own worst enemy is to have everything systematically taken away from them and them to remain powerless the entire time. For them to have the feeling of being able to do something and the inability to actually do it. Because that feeling of lack of control and powerlessness while things are taken away from you is one of the worst feelings imaginable. It is something that hurts so deep down emotionally that it physically pains you.
Dude.
And that would be the way to fucking destroy your own worst enemy. To take everything away from them systematically until there was nothing left of them.
And they had like lawfully, like they can't do anything. They
This
can't
is a
go to
reference to our conversation earlier. Actually.
yeah. I got you.
But yeah, no, like you just man,
Dark.
It's not difficult to hurt a person. It's a sensual podcast.
There we go.
That was
And I stand by with that. It's not difficult to hurt a person.
Well, just
There
a
we
PS. That whole
Just a
thing.
PS.
this is all
It's a
hypothetical.
dumb state. Of course, this is hypothetical. And you know what? I feel like for me personally, it would get to that point where it'd be like, you do the thing, and then someone like, well, do you feel better now? And you're just like, no.
No, but they feel worse.
Yeah, true, but it's like,
It didn't make me.
didn't do anything for you.
But I
like,
did
like
deri-
having a cigarette to solve a problem.
Oh yeah. We were
Right?
talking about that about quit.
Exactly.
smoking
Yeah,
and-
yeah.
If you've been quit for a while,
See, that's why you gotta make it so you derive pleasure from the process.
I know, but like it did.
See, if you ever wanted to kill me, if I was your worst enemy, just take away my cigarettes, and that'll be my demise.
Yeah, but like in like.
Yeah, but as your
in, like-
friend, I want to do that.
Yeah, but like
I wish you would.
in 1 week, you'd be like, it doesn't really matter.
I
Actually.
feel great. He just come and like punch me in the butt.
No, in 1 week, take 1 week, no cigarettes. You're like, yeah, right.
It'll happen.
And then like a week later, like I fucking would kill someone for a cigarette. But then you're like, it's already been 2 weeks.
I'm slowly creeping there. It's this night that's the hump.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The hump.
yeah. I've been really good
have
actually.
have you quit?
Yeah.
Like,
No, I haven't quit. I want to quit, and I'm in the process of doing it.
oh, awesome.
Let me tell you, don't use a fucking patch. Don't use a gum. Don't
No,
use an
I'm gonna use
inhaler.
this. I can
Yep,
use the
cold
old
turkey.
noggin.
Cold turkey.
100%, man. That's why I did
Yeah,
it.
Because
yeah,
let
fire
me
chemicals.
tell you why. If anybody else is listening right now and you want to quit smoking, I'm not like an expert. I'm not a fucking doctor. I'm not nothing. But I've quit smoking. I've quit for like almost.
Barker, MD.
Yeah. So have you, Sid. So we've quit smoking for like almost 5 years. And cold turkey is the way to do it because you don't quit a drug addiction by filling it with other
Right, because I'm
versions
just
of
gonna
the
be
drug.
chewing this fucking gum.
You're-
all over
yeah,
the
you're, so
goddamn
you're quitting
place.
a drug addiction,
Yeah.
and then you're just chewing drug gum,
Yeah,
or you're
yeah,
putting
yeah,
a drug
yeah.
patch on yourself.
Realistically,
so there's no way.
You need to convince yourself that you want it.
Then that's
You
it, and
need
then
to-
you're cold
you need
turkey.
to convince yourself that you want it.
And then
Yo,
you could-
did it for your son.
And
That
then-
made it easy.
then
There's
you
a
could-
reason.
You could fuck up. Like it's not like I quit the first time.
Yeah, but you don't hate yourself for fucking up, man.
No, I quit-
fucked up twice.
I quit, and
I
then
went a year and started smoking
yeah.
again.
I quit. It was like 2 weeks. I started smoking again. I had like 2 smokes after 2 weeks, and I was like, "Fuck,
And that's okay. But it's
dummy."
okay.
And then I stopped again.
Exactly. Because it didn't fucking destroy it.
I
was
kept
It
trying,
was
I
a
kept
fucking
trying,
hiccup.
kept
It was a
trying.
hitch. You tripped going up the stairs.
Yeah, but you don't like
happens.
don't buy that bullshit Nicorette. Like that's just a fucking crux.
Oh, man.
They're making millions off of you.
3 years since I quit, and today was the first time I was really seriously tempted to have a cigarette in a long time. You know,
Don't.
and it really does go away because like once the craving is always there. I won't
Yeah,
lie
it's-
to you.
it's-
Like
it
I think
stays there.
about smoking.
But you don't think about
Like-
it as often, though.
No, but
it's like
there's,
once a
probably
month
one-
or
it's-
once a
it
6
was
months.
once a day
you know?
for a while. It was once a week for a while, and now it's just stressful situations. I go, fuck, I'd like to sit in the dirt and have a smoke, because it was like it was the temporary solution to every problem I've ever had.
When I see somebody have like a celebratory cigar about something, and I go, I'll never be able to do that
I won't
because
either.
if I have that one celebratory cigar,
I'll have a cigar 2 days later.
I'll buy a pack of
Did
cigarettes
you
that
not do
day.
that for Bruce?
I still smoked when I had Bruce.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
So I did have a cigar when I had Bruce.
I
Yeah,
thought
you bet I did.
I thought you did. Yeah,
I had,
thought-
like,
I think
fucking
we
5
all-
cigars.
We all did, actually.
Yeah, I had like 5 cigars.
Yeah,
I got a box of them.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Even Inga's dad came here. We had cigars.
Yeah.
It's true because like there's a funny Family Guy bit where like Stewie says something like, "Oh, it'll be as easy as like quitting cocaine," and then they do the cut scene, and he's like this super buff, like covered in tattoos, working out, and he's like, "Oh, I don't need cocaine for anything now." And Buddy comes up and he's like, "Hey, do you want to do some cocaine?" He's like, "Oh my god, that's all I think about."
yeah, you just get super jacked.
yeah,
like
right?
believing
Yeah.
in Christ.
So it's like that's like where I'm at, right? And it's like, well,
Who's this fucking amateur here?
We'll get
Guy.
out.
Twice now.
Twice.
Turn the vibrator on.
Turn the vibrator on.
Yeah, turn it on. Yeah.
Oh, it's your mama.
Yes.
Hi.
How
But
about
yeah,
that?
I'm slowly getting there. It's more of a weaning process than just I'm fucking done.
Dude, if you ever when you're fucking done and you're having a fucking hard time, text me, call me.
Yeah.
If you're like, yo, dude, I want a cigarette, and I'll be like, hey, fuck that shit. Let's fucking shoot the shit for 3 minutes. The craving
yeah.
will go away. Like legit. It's
You can like almost say anything. You're like, yeah, just come over here and suck my dick, and I'll be like, yeah, I'll be right there. What?
yeah. It ain't gonna smoke, but it'll put something in your mouth you can suck on.
Well, I guess I have to because I'm really trying.
Oh, dude, I'd appreciate that. Really trying. Shit.
Oh man.
Nah, but seriously, man, like it's fucking tough as shit, and sometimes just don't beat yourself up if you fucking stumble.
No, I'm not, and like I say, because you're gonna see me have probably a couple this, but but it's been less and less and less and less and less and less, and it's eventually gonna go away because my mind, like I'm too smart for any addiction. I've kicked a few things. I've kicked some things that I'm not even gonna go on to air. But I mean, there are things that I've kicked that I can go back to and not be sucked in. There are things that
You just step back from and you fucking leave it.
there so
Dude, right?
I
this-
never thought I was gonna stop doing acid. I'll fucking say this. I used to do a lot of fucking acid.
That was your go-to, yeah.
It was one of my big fucking go-tos because it was fun and I never had a bad trip.
Was it like an everyday thing?
It wasn't every day, but it was a lot. Like it was more like you picture like a weekend, like Saturday night we're gonna have this party. We're gonna take a couple of hits.
Yeah.
Nah,
in
man.
the morning
no,
you're
no,
sitting
no,
there and
it's
I'm
like
like, I'll take 2 or 3.
it's like it's the first Tuesday of the week.
Yeah.
Let's do some fucking.
My buddy
acid.
just got a sheet with fucking Luke Skywalker.
Well,
on
we
it.
get
I'm gonna
Luke
do his
Skywalker. Why would I not?
I'm
It's
gonna
gonna
fucking
be
eat
fun.
his lightsaber tonight. It's gonna be sick. No, I get it, man. Well, I don't like to drink that much anymore, but I used to like to drink a lot. And this is the night I indulge.
Yes.
And I take it too far, and even sometimes I'll listen to an episode going, God damn it, Sid, you just got drunk and couldn't talk good.
But I'm in that
But-
boat too, because this is like pretty much the only night where like I'm actually going hard, and I've been able to
Exactly.
cut
Like,
that shit.
I
And
did-
this is why I don't fear quitting the smoke. People are like, oh shit, and I might fall back, but
but you can do it, man. Like I remember I was a year of not smoking, and I was hanging out with that cutie with the booty from the stop back in the day, and she's like, oh yeah, well fuck, we could split a smoke as celebration. We were both super loaded, and I was like, yeah, you're right. And then we fucking ended up like bumming like.
Oh my God, what are you doing?
We ended up like
Put the
bumming-
vibrator on.
We ended up like bumming a bunch of smokes off of Dave, and then I woke up with a pack of cigarettes in my pocket, and I was just like, "The fuck." I remember when I decided to start smoking that night, and it was for selfish reasons. I smoked for about a week and a half, maybe a month and a half. I think it was a little longer than that. And then I was just like, "The fucking fuck."
yeah,
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Also, my rent went up $300 a month, so I was like, "Well, that's my cigarette."
yeah.
What do I want?
Yeah.
Do I want to live the life I'm living without cigarettes?
You know what?
have
I
a
think
place,
this.
you know?
I think this PS5 is gonna get me over the hump.
Dude, man.
Dude, I
Quit
I
smoking
quit smoking for
and
a
you
week.
can have one in 3 months.
Oh, yeah, fuck.
For
Like
3
I'm
months, you
already
can
there.
afford
I'm
it.
already there.
Yeah.
On that note,
So this has been the Wheels Booze podcast.
this has been therapeutic, educational, and
Good.
disturbing.
I'm
how I like it.
I'm not a sociopath, but I also don't really care what you think or feel.
Well, I think the moral of this podcast is, wow, I really don't ever want to fuck with these guys. Maybe Tyson.
Yeah, Tyson, he's gonna shove you. Fucking whatever. Dude, he's done worse to me for less back in the day. So if that's all he's got now, then fuck him.
Yeah, he's just like angry. He just like yells. That's literally all he does.
Yeah.
Hey man, sometimes that can be intimidating.
Words hurt.
Or
I don't want to
and
run into
therapeutic.
Twitter. I would not. I don't want to anger Twitter Tyson. I think he would fucking make me cry. I think he would make me cry.
He's squirrely, but once you get onto him,
yeah, that's true.
I think the reason why the Oilers don't respond to him is because they're like, fuck.
No, I like antagonizing
But-
Twitter Tyson.
you know what? He always logs out as me, so I'm gonna log out as him. I
like this.
So this has been episode 31 of the Wheels Blues podcast. Let's all sign out.
I am at Mighty Wheels, and you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You can also follow the Wheels Blues podcast on the Facebook and Justin Wheeler on Facebook.
And I am at Eric _83. And I'm gonna not stall for a couple of minutes. And yeah, I'm done. Go.
And I'm at Skweeed, SKWEED.
I'm at King Cam Blues, and you can reach us at our website at www.supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That's spelled with X's and H's, not Y's and P's. .com/my site, and yeah, thanks.
Excellent.
Good job. Proud of you.
Shut up.
I think we should start.
Yeah, all iPhones off the table, you fucking.
You know what? We got to do some fucking social media.
Social media.
Damn it.
Don't bother me. I'm doing social media.
Social media.
Would you stop pestering me? I'm trying to social media.
Mister, won't you please help my pony? He's over there behind the tree. He's throwing up. Oh, I can't remember how it goes. Something. I think it's his lung. Mister, won't you please help my pony? He's over there behind the tree.
Your face every time we do a picture or something, you're always like,
iPhone off.
or like the.
Clicking next to person. Your iPhones and your fucking shit out there.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
I've been living my life vicariously through The Rock's eyebrow.
How does that work?
Not well.
No,
Not
no.
well. Not well. You have to get pec implants. Ha! Wink, wink.
Yeah, but are they his now or?
I don't know. Is there like a term of sale where like once like I don't know? Ask Pamela Anderson. Are those hers?
I'm assuming you can get them removed.
Like, are you asking if the Rock's pecs are his pecs?
They're not his pecs.
Well,
They're
they
not.
might be his. They might be his.
He
pecs
got
now.
implants in fucking 1999. Do you remember like back in that Attitude Era when he was wearing the black like fucking tracksuit?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the fight with Mankind where he's wailing him. He's wearing the black tracksuit.
I remember he wore tracksuits a lot.
Yeah. So he did that because he had fucking pec implants.
Why? Why?
Because he wasn't happy with his chest, bro.
Okay.
Look at him. Look at him.
I know. That's why I'm thinking.
Fucking
he probably,
chiseled. You want to talk about a Hollywood pass?
probably doesn't fucking.
So you think
need
he's?
the pec implants
You
now.
think he's still got the pec implants? You think he was like, I don't need these
That's
fucking.
literally what I just said.
Is it?
Literally what I just said.
Maybe.
So do you think?
Maybe, probably, sure. I mean, it couldn't help, or it couldn't hurt.
I mean, do you think he like got so jacked and he's like, fucking, I don't need that shit
Has
anymore.
Pamela Anderson ever had a kid?
No.
Yes.
She has had a kid?
Yes, she
Okay, well then, do you think she still has her
Well, yeah,
breast
she's
implants?
probably had lots of kids, considering how attractive she was for a long time.
She was well,
Get it?
yeah.
Young boys.
A young blood. All right, we There you go.
Fuck bitches. Fuck money. Fuck the aristocracy. Love only the pod.
I feel like it's like the start of like a fucking Everlast. Fucking like a really good Everlast song. Like or House of Pain.
What beautiful.
We could have
A really good song, Tyson, not a radio song.